Hello folks, welcome to my new video. Today with my Gates of Hell, Lucio Fulci's Gates of Hell collection, with especially with his famous City of the Living Dead and the Beyond. Yeah, very surreal, very crazy Italian horror movies with a lot of gore, a lot of incredibly creative special effects. Practical special effects for the time. So I begin with City of Living Dead, and I finally got the Arrow editions. And then there was an offer for this older Arrow edition, and I got this one too. This one was really hard to find for a somewhat reasonable price. Yeah. City of the Living Dead, a somewhat older edition. It's from 2018 with this classic artwork. And in this case, they really used the original artwork and not the exclusive Arrow artwork, which is extremely unfortunate. Because here, this is the exclusive artwork that was used for the MRA only. Well, maybe because it's too disgusting, I don't know. So they wanted to hide it. Yeah. So here's, as usual, this MRA. It's not a digipack, was steelbook. As usual, MRA edition and some goodies. And it was a release of a much older edition from 2010. Yeah, there was a whole. There were a lot of these editions. I don't have many of them. Yeah, with this window box, so you can see the MRA and a booklet and some cards, as usual. And here is this MRA. I got this with two artworks. Here, I like this one much more. 30th anniversary edition. Now the movie is more than 40 years old. And I got this one cheaper because it was a DVD edition. But I don't. There were two editions, a DVD and a Blu-ray, and I got, of course, the cheaper DVD edition because I have the Blu-ray here. So now here are all the goodies. So now what's inside here is the new edition with the Blu-ray, and as an alternative artwork is this original vintage artwork. And here's this DVD edition with two DVDs, and as far as I saw, they have somewhat different special features, which was really surprising. So it was not only for packaging, and this one also has an alternative cover. So, and here is the alternative cover. You can't see it because it's not transparent. The MRA is not transparent, but well, here it is. Press, well, this has to be a French artwork. Press in French, very short, scarce. And I have to come back to this new artwork, new commissioned artwork, and I can't say enough how much I love this. Of course, much more than all the other artworks. This is just amazing. Well, I love colorful artworks. I hope that is not a problem for the YouTube algorithm because it's drawn, but well, who knows? It's simply amazing. Simply amazing. It's very unfortunate why they choose not to use it for the box itself, because it's, well, the normal, the usual way that Arrows does, that it uses the new artwork for the box. So now to the stuff, and both have cards, poster, and booklets. Well, The older one has a really small booklet, so it fits into the keep case, and the newer one has a very, very big booklet. And I begin with the cards. So at first the new cards, and so, and as I said before, Frayeur, I pronounce it wrong, I know. French scarce. There are some lobby cards from different countries, and on the other side, a lobby card is a lobby cards from Germany, and the other way around, the title here is much longer. Ein Zombie hing from hing am Glockenseil, and it's translated as zombie was hanging from the bell rope. Very wordy and very nonsensical title, because if you watched the movie, you know that it was not a zombie. It's not a spoiler, it's the very first scene in the movie. It was some kind of hell priest. So, but yeah, it was in the 80s, and they loved this wordy, very long and very strange titles with a lot of zombie in them. For example, the Godzilla movies became got some very bizarre, very nonsensical long titles, where they replaced Godzilla with Frankenstein for some reason. So there are a lot of Frankenstein movies that doesn't have anything to do with Frankensteins, and the same here with zombie. Every horror movie is a zombie. So now to the cards from the newer edition, from the old edition. So City of the Living Dead. That's really nice. Yeah, this card with the artwork, and here is here are some other editions, some other Arrow editions from this window box series presented. Now to the cards, and as you can see, they used different, the same backside. They used different artworks. The Gates of Hell. Yeah, this movie was also called Gates of Hell. Yeah, here, Zombie hing am Glockenseil, the German title. Suppose it's a Spanish one. And Gates of Hell was another title, though it was the first movie of this Gates of Hell trilogy, the other two being The Beyond and The House by the Cemetery. Really, really nice artwork. So many beautiful artworks. Well, this is not the best one that they chose for the box. So now to the posters. And here is this poster with the original artwork. This is a newer one with the really thick, nice paper. And here is the back side. Dead shall rise and walk on earth, the gates of hell. So the movie itself, I suppose in the US it was called The Gates of Hell. And someone in Arrow didn't like, this this exclusive artwork. So usually I would expect that it would use this artwork, the exclusive artwork for the poster. So here's the older one, very glossy one. Well, this white frame, yeah, it's not necessary, but this I like this more. It's more colorful version of this Gates of Hell poster. And here's this exclusive artwork from 2010. Exclusive Arrow artwork, City of the Living Dead. So here are the both booklets. I begin with the older one because it's smaller. I have to admit, Gates of Hell trilogy, especially the first two movies, The Beyond and City of the Living Dead, are among my absolute favorite old horror movies. I love this atmosphere, this surreal atmosphere, this style, and the incredible music in both of them. This feeling of dread and mystery. And to be honest, yeah, the third one, House by the Cemetery, I liked it. It was nice, great atmosphere and great music and so on and so on. So here's this zombie, but he's not a zombie. But to be honest, the plot was somewhat too generic for me. I suppose that some may like the third movie, House by the Cemetery, more than the other ones, because it's a more traditional kind of horror movie. Well, like a house ghost story, like a haunted house story. Yeah. Well, the stories in all of them don't make that much sense. It's more about atmosphere and about incredible effects that were very cheaply made, but by very, very professional craftsmen that, yeah, who knew what they were doing. That was, it looks amazing even today. Movies were made with international actors, so they were Italian movies. That was usual for the time. Lucio Fulci was a really difficult person to work with. He died unfortunately in the 90s. He was not that old. He wasn't even 70. So now I have two other editions. Yeah, the first one, Ein Zombie hing am Glockenseil. This is a German. Both are, well, not German, Austrian editions. Well, Austria is also a German-speaking country, as you know, and but the movie was censored in Germany, but was freely available in Austria. And as far as I know, Germany became much more liberal with horror movies, but old movies have to be rated again, and that cost. So some of the older movies that wouldn't be censored today are still censored and forbidden, so I had to buy it in Austria. So here's the disc with this beautiful rainbow effect and very nice background artwork in black and white. There are some editions of this kind. I will show you later the Beyond. And here's this lenticular, slightly lenticular, nowhere near like some full slips or something, but nevertheless really nice. The quality of the DVD, it's an old DVD edition, of course, of this DVD is atrocious. It's really bad, but well, it was the best quality available for the time. So now this Gates of Hell trilogy that has all three movies, and here you can see it's the City of the Living Dead and Geisterstadt der Zombies. Yeah, again zombies. It's the Beyond, like Ghost Town of Zombies. And here is Haus an der Friedhofsmauer, House by the Cemetery. So, and this is a really nice edition that I had to buy from Austria, in Austria, and it's this artwork is a combination of all three post artworks. It's simply beautiful. And here is City of the Living Dead. There were three versions of it that were combined the artwork somewhat differently. That was the one that I chose. It was really difficult to choose because all three were really beautiful. City of the Living Dead, so with this hanging priest, House by the Cemetery, and here is the Beyond. So, and here is this Blu-ray edition. with this very nice booklet. Unfortunately, it's only in German. Actually, if you can't speak German, you can use Google Translator for the function to read virtually every language. It's not very convenient, but well, at least it works. So, and here is an alternative post artwork that is simply amazing. I will show it later, but here's some spoiler. This is the Beyond lenticular still case, like the City of the Living Dead one, and the title is the alternative title, Über dem Jenseits, that is translated Above the Beyond, is much better than the zombie. It was hanging from the bell rope. Here are some artworks, and here is House by the Cemetery, and here are some lobby cards from House by the Cemetery. I saw that Arrow is going to release House by the Cemetery this year, 2023. Well, maybe I will buy it. Yeah, not Charles Hum. Here's Charles Hum, and here's Lucio Fulci, and that's actually correct. He died 1996, unfortunately. So here's the disc of the Beyond. Yeah, and here's the backside artwork. So here's the City of the Living Dead, and here's House by the Cemetery. And here's the backside artwork. Well, yeah, the same actually. Now to the Beyond. I'll just show this artwork again. Slightly lenticular. I already showed similar editions of Space Vampires, aka Life Force, this 80s sci-fi horror movie with Patrick Stewart. And here's the disc, and Warlock movies. Just search on my channel. Yeah. Really nice edition. They were pretty cheap. The quality of the DVDs is, again, well, not very good. And Demons 1 and 2. And yeah, also Night of the Living Dead 1 and 3. So, now to the Beyond. From Arrow. And I was really lucky to get this beautiful steelbook. For some reason, the Beyond, I suppose it's my favorite from the trilogy. Very close to the City of the Living Dead, but for some reason the Beyond didn't get a limited collector's edition and the a limited collector's box like City of the Living Dead, and even House by the Cemetery will get one, but not the Beyond. So now here a 2-disc edition. To this, because since Blu-ray and DVD, it's not usual for newer editions anymore. Here is this artwork of the zombie. Yeah. And here some goodies. So here's this J card. That was cut, so it fits into the steelbook. I didn't do it. I never cut the J cards. I simply put them with the edition on the shelf, so I bought it that way. So, and here is this booklet. Yeah, yeah, and here's this artwork that looks, well, it's One of those vintage artworks, but I really don't like it. It looks somewhat photoshopped, though it was made long before Photoshop. But it's also an artwork that the teen box of the Beyond from Anchor Bay used, and well, I have some of those old Anchor Bay teen boxes, for example, from Hellraiser and Evil Dead 2 and Heathers, but unfortunately I still didn't manage to get the teen box for a somewhat reasonable price, because yes, I want to have it very, very cheaply, because it doesn't have that much in it, so I don't want to pay something like 60 euros for it. Yeah. And this is just beautiful. Seven Daughters of Death with this alternative artworks. So dreamy, so atmospheric, so well. The music is simply amazing. I simply love this movie. Ah, yeah, amazing steelbook. So, folks, that was it. It was my small Gates of Hell collection. Let me know in the comments below which edition did you like the most, and which is your favorite movie. Is it the Beyond, the City of the Living Dead, or House by the Cemetery from the Gates of Hell trilogy? Till the next time, bye bye.